What's up guys, Mini Inventor here, back with another video. So today is part 2 of my previous video. As you can see, I have 2 of my doors here, and those are from the 2 rooms that I took them out. The first one is from my room, the second one is from the previous video. Oh my goodness, my glasses are full of like chalk, or no, plaster, my bad. And as you can see here are the nice doors. So now with these, what we're gonna do with these, hold on. What we're gonna do with these is that we're going to basically take this to the other room. But before we do that, we're going to add the hinges. And how we're gonna add the hinges is with that magical red box. In there's a bunch of templates that help us map out the sizes of the hinges. And there's also a machine that's going to help us drill the doorknob hole, because as you can see, there's no hole for the doorknob whatsoever. So yeah, we're going to use a bunch of these tools, not necessarily these 2, because this is, as I said in the last video, a pre-finished door, so there's no real modifications we can do to it. So all we're really going to do is we're going to use stuff from that box. We're also going to use a router, which I can't seem to find right now. Oh, right there. So we're also going to use the router with a bunch of different bits to actually, cut the holes. Oh, hi, buddy. That's my dog. So yeah, we're going to do that, and then, yeah. So let's get started. Alright, guys, one thing I forgot to mention is that, as you can see, this side is shorter than this side, or smaller. And basically what that means is that the bigger side is always going to be on the bottom. So, and the top, and the shorter is always going to be on top. So as you can see with this door, the shorter length, or the shorter width, is on the top, and the bigger length is on the bottom. So basically it's just the way that the doors were designed. So yeah, I just thought you guys would like to know that. Another thing, guys, this is actually the template. So we already pre-measured it from my door, and as you can see, they have these little tack type things like nails. They just go into the wood, and then you use the router to go around, and you finish up the template. Alright guys, this is what we call a router. Basically what this does is that it has a metal bit that spins at about 1,000 RPM, which is rotations per Basically what I'm going to do is that I'm going to put it in the template, and I'm just going to go around and complete the template, and hopefully it'll just give us the depth that we want. So you're going to see a demonstration right now. Another thing, you guys should probably wear some gloves, always have some glasses on, and keep your hands away from these open slots at all times. You do not want to put them in there, or else, let's just say you might lose a finger. Another tip, always leave the router inside the template before you pull it out, or else it could damage either the template or yourself. So this is what it looks like. The 2 previous holes here and here were just tests to figure out the right depth, and now we got it perfectly, or now we got it basically perfectly. Now all we're gonna do is we're gonna pull these up with a hammer, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Alright guys, so I'm back, and as you can see, I removed the template, but look, you see how the corners are rounded off? That's a problem, because we have square hinges and these are rounded off. So we're going to use this nifty little tool, which basically turns every, circular corner into a triangle, or square triangle kind of, corner, I don't know what I'm saying. So I'm just going to put it in the corner as far as I can, and use a hammer, and I'm just going to hit it. And as you can see, what that does is that it basically, turns that corner into, squared off. So I'm going to do the same thing to the other corner. Oh no, I just dropped the hinge. So now that I have it in place, 1, 2, 3. And as you can see, I have that side done too. Now the hinge should fit, and it is kind of, I don't know what you mean. Or if it's kind of like a tight fit, just use a hammer and it just hits. One thing before we screw these in, which I forgot to mention, you're supposed to drill holes, countersink holes, and then you're going to put the hinge over it, and then you're going to drill the holes. The circle is always going to be facing downwards. So as you can see, this is the part where it's going to be down. It'd be facing this way. So you can see there's a hole. Same thing with this side. It'd be facing this way. This is the way you're going to close, or this is the way you're going to screw in your hinge. So I'll be back when I have both sides of the hinges, this side and that side, and I'm gonna come back when those are done. Guys, so I finished this hinge and this hinge. So now we're gonna move this into the other room, and we're going to install it, and then I'll be back as soon as we have that done. Well, actually, yeah, we're gonna install it, but we're not gonna finish. This is not the end of the video yet, so you'll see. Okay, now, I'll see you in a bit. Alright guys, so we have the door installed. See, it swivels. But the thing is, like I said, we need to hit it inwards, and this is why. As you can see, the door does not close. So what we're gonna do is that, hold on. I don't get sidetracked, but look how nice it looks. But the thing is that we're gonna use a piece of wood and a hammer. That way it's not leaving hammer dents along the wooden frame, door frame. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to hit this towards closer to the wall, like I said earlier, and if it's still not good enough, or like it still doesn't fit the door, then we're going to drive some screws in. Hopefully that'll pull it towards the wall, and yeah, we'll see how that works. So we'll show you what we did after, or we'll show you what we did right now. Alright guys, so we're back. So as you can see, we did a lot of more of, touch-ups and improvement. You see all this sawdust that came from this crack right here, or this, from the drywall and the wood and the plaster. So basically, what we did is we started drilling holes after we did everything, and they run all along the side of the door frame. And as you can see, look at the gap that we created, and that is just kind of a small gap to compared to what we did, because this is kind of at an angle, so you can't really see all of it. Yeah, but still, this was a lot. And now, as you can see, the door closes flush. See? Yeah. So now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this fancy toolkit, which basically has a tool. Hold on, alright guys, so this is what the tool looks like, this right here, and I'll show you what it does in a second. But first, let's mark the center of where we're gonna, of the old key latch, basically key latch for the door. So all I gotta do is, you can see that little line right there, that's about the center. So then you're gonna want to just kind of make a little mark, you can see. And now if I pull the door open, there's your little mark right there. So basically now, since that's the center in both the wood and on the door latch, we're going to use this tool right here, and we're going to connect it up like so, right there. But before we do that, we gotta add the drill bits. So the two drill bits we're going to be using are this one and this one. You're going to be using these two. This one's going to be for the doorknob itself, and this is going to be for the locking mechanism. So I'm going to put these together, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So first thing you're going to want to do is drop the smaller one inside, and then you're going to want to drop the bigger one inside. So then to the tip of the door, right here. And you're gonna want to line it up flush with these two nuts at the bottom. And you're gonna use this. Now we're going to put a socket on a drill. That way we can drill these into the wood, and then I'll come back and drill them. Alright guys, this is the drill bit. As you can see, it has a special locking mechanism in the bottom. When you pull it back, it allows for entry. So if I put the drill bit in, it'll go in, and if I let it go, it'll lock. So instead of using an impact driver, we're going to be using basically a drilling driver. So basically what we're going to start off doing is we're going to start off with the knob, and then we're going to go on to the latch. And I'll show you which one's which. The big one is the knob, of course, because it's space for the knob, and the small one is for the latch. So we always start with the knob first, that way we don't overshoot with the latch. So you're going to pull it back, line it up, make sure it's straight. And it doesn't always happen on the first time. You can see I got it. Now you're just going to want to really start, and then you're going to put pressure on it. Alright guys, now that I have that done, I'm just going to pull back on the latch and it'll release. Now we're going to do the same thing for the knob. Now we're going to do the same thing for the latch. Alright guys, sorry for that. You guys saw that drop. So now, do the same thing, pull back. Lock it in. And then you're just going to want to put some pressure and start drilling. Okay guys, now that I have both of those done, we can take this tool off, and then we can add the knob and the latch. Alright guys, so we're going to be using the router again, and just as a safety precaution, always keep your hands and your fingers and everything away from anything that's exposed, like this basic exposed over here, and the bit. So you should always try and keep your hands on the rubber grip at all times, and always have like a secondary hand up here as like a backup. So I recommend maybe wearing some gloves and definitely some safety glasses. I'm just using my standard glasses because I don't want to look good. But anyways, so now I'm going to take this over to the template that we've already put on, and basically what I'm going to do is just going to go inside the hole and just go around and circle it. Like so. Guys, so I just added a countersink bit to my impact driver, and basically what this is going to do is that it's going to pre-drill holes inside these holes, the beveled holes for these screws, and this is actually here is the latching mechanism. You're always going to want to put this way, that way it can actually latch into the hole once it's closed. So what we're going to want to do is I'm going to line it up, go towards the center, drill a hole. Then once we have the top one done, we can go down to the bottom. Just as another precaution, never touch a drill bit right after you used it. I've done it and it hurts really, really bad. So since I got it wrong a little bit off, I'm going to just drill it in the center again. There we go. Now you should have your 2 holes. Now you're going to switch the bit on your impact driver. See, I'm not actually touching the bit, I'm touching the back, so it's not going to burn this time. That's all. I can get a tool set, get the 2 necessary screws, and then just that's one. You have the latch in, you're going to use these 2 parts of the doorknobs. The side with the screws is always going to go in on the inside. So since we're on the inside, this is going to go this way, and this one's going to go on the outside. So you're going to want to line it up with the latch itself. It should just slide in. And if it doesn't slide in the first time, just keep trying and it'll eventually go. So then you can make this other side. Screw them in. Alright, so I already started threading the screws into the threads on this side. And what you're going to want to do is kind of lightly, or no, you're going to have to put force on your foot against the door because you don't want it swiveling in the middle of this process. And another thing, make sure your screw holes on the knob where the screws are lining up with the screw holes on the outside knob, or else, you know, you're not going to fit in and you're just going to have a knob that keeps falling out. So now, you're going to just want to start lightly on one side. You're going to basically put light pressure on it with the light speed. Because you don't want to damage the thread of the screw. You don't want to go all the way at first, but then you can even down on the other side. This side I'm doing a little faster just so we can catch it up. Alright, so I finished one side. Now I'm going to finish the other side. Alright, so now you should have a functioning doorknob. Alright, so now that we have the latch in place and the knobs, you're going to want to get the latch catch. Would you call it a latch catch? Yeah. It basically just catches the latch and it's in the center. So what you're going to want to do is like you twist it there, grab one of the screws, there's 2. Now, should have a fully functioning door. As you can see, it doesn't open. Now it does. Alright guys, so now you can see all the trouble we went through just to get this door in place and all working. And can you blame us? I mean, look at this beautiful pre-finished door, and once you guys see the frosted glass like on my door, you guys are gonna love it. I mean, I absolutely love these things. And my favorite part is when I score the edges with the X-Acto knife and just start from the corner and peel down. So now I believe we're gonna put the crown molding on, either the crown molding on or we're gonna peel it off. But I'll be back when we have that done. Guys, so we're gonna use the pliers and we're going to want to take out the nails. But before we do that, I just want to let you know is that never punch the nails inwards. If you do that, it's going to split the wood and it's going to leave a really bad looking hole. So what you're going to want to do is grab the wire cutters of the pliers. You're going to want to basically clamp, but don't break the nail. You're going to want to pull up like that. And you're going to want to do that with all the remaining nails. So this is what it looks like when you do it the correct way. I'm not going to show how it looks when you do it the wrong way because we don't feel like going the wrong way. We don't feel like going the wrong way. So yeah, that's how it looks when you do it correctly, and that's how the hole looks. And it doesn't matter how the hole looks like this because it's going to be underneath the wood and we're just going to drive through new nails. Alright guys, so I'm just going to use this X-Acto or this box cutter right here, and I'm going to use it to peel off the corner. That way, let's see if I finger under it. This will make this a lot easier. That way I can slip my finger under it and do my favorite part of this project. As you can see, there's another piece of plastic wrap type thing on the back. But as you can also see is that this is like a nice white frosted back. So let me just take off the other side. You guys will kind of see me through the glass, but then you'll see the real beauty of this glass. One last thing before I do wrap up this video, never leave your job site dirty. As you can see, vacuumed up everything on the floor, we moved all the tools, and it's all done. All we need to do is throw this out, and then we'll be done. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please drop a like, share, and subscribe. Do all of that, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video.